It is a special. It is a special tonight. It is Minneapolis in 1948 versus the Philadelphia Warriors. It is Chamberlain versus Mikan. And this should be a good one. Two leading candidates for the MVP of the league, Wilt Chamberlain and George Mikan. As you take a look at the standings, right now, Philadelphia of 61, they are 10-2. The Warriors are looking good. Minneapolis, we're a little over a quarter of the way through. Minneapolis is 9-4, a win, and that'll pull them within a game. A loss, and they'll be down by 3 games, in Los Angeles and Syracuse will have a chance to come up. Looking at the other end, Boston and LA, there, Boston and Philadelphia in the second one. And Miami and Phoenix, Miami, Phoenix, Utah, Boston. Wow, that first leg, when it comes 4th through 11th, there's only one game that separates them. So we're going to be ready to go here. It is going to be Minneapolis versus the Warriors. Very quickly, we'll take a look. LA playing Boston today. LA, the Lakers also playing Cleveland, San Antonio and Orlando, Boston and Houston, Milwaukee and Portland, Utah and Chicago, Philadelphia and Boston, Portland and Philadelphia, Washington and Milwaukee, Boston and LA. The Derby, 61-67, our game of the day there. Miami and Dallas, Boston and Phoenix, Cleveland and Philadelphia, Chicago and Boston, Orlando and LA, Boston and Washington, LA and LA, Syracuse and the Warriors. Rick Barry is tearing it up there. Syracuse, Minneapolis, Boston, Philadelphia, Utah, Milwaukee, and Sacramento and Philadelphia. Minneapolis and Philadelphia, we're going to be ready to go. Minneapolis and Philadelphia. And Philadelphia, the Warriors will be at home. They will not be in Golden State. They'll be here in Minneapolis. Or they have actually beat Syracuse by a lot, but they lost to Boston and they beat LA. Taking a look, George Mikan, almost 40 a game. A lot of good rebounds, and this will be very big. 48 minutes, 41 a game, and he's averaging 44.5 a game with 18 rebounds. On the other side for Philadelphia, you have Wilt Chamberlain. And taking a look, he's averaging 47.5 a game, a ton of rebounds. You take a look, a 7-game winning streak. They beat Philadelphia by 6, beat Portland by a lot, and beat Boston by 6. Rick Barry is the only one to outscore Wilt Chamberlain this year. So when you look at Philadelphia, you have Rogers, Al Attles, Harrison, Gola, and then Chamberlain. By Minneapolis, Foreman, Schaefer, Carlson, Pollard, and Mikan. We're going to be ready to go, and we're going to be underway here in the Spectrum in Philadelphia, even though it's the Philadelphia Warriors. And it's going to be won by Philadelphia. Chamberlain wins it. And, already an early injury. That's Carlson. Rogers, they go to Gola. Gola to Chamberlain. Chamberlain scores inside, early 2-0 game. So they go inside to Pollard, and he scores. It'll tie at 2. Early in the first quarter, the 2 MVPs possibly into Chamberlain. He goes inside, he misses, and that's going to be a foul. It'll be on Attles. So Al Attles with the foul for the Warriors. Minneapolis will have it. Pollard outside to Foreman. Foreman, and he traveled. First minute, it's 2-2. Philadelphia, Minneapolis. In a game where both are near the very top, it's going to be Minneapolis's ball. They try to go to Chamberlain, and they'll get it inside. They go to George Mikan. Mikan has it inside. He scores. It's going to be 4-2 Minneapolis. Rogers will pick it up. They go inside to Chamberlain. He scores. We're tied at 4. Chamberlain all 4 of the points. You know he's going to be scoring a lot today. Pollard to miss. Chamberlain to rebound. They go down. They hit Al Addles. Addles will bring it up. There's Arizin. He'll fire and score. 6-4 Minneapolis. 6-4 Philadelphia. Foreman and Mikan. Foreman will drive. Foreman, and that's going to be a foul, and Chamberlain. Oh no, they say it's on Gola. Both were in there. It'll be Gola's first. Here's Foreman, and he misses one. Wow. Foreman again. Here's the second shot, and it's good. It's 6-5. They bring it outside to Rogers. Rogers, and he's hurt. He goes out. Carlson is hurt. Rogers will stay in the game. Couple minutes in. Here's Rogers. They go to Wild, and the shot no good. Rogers, the offensive board. He'll fire, and no good. Harrison gets it. Using that height advantage, Harrison scores over Farron. 8-5, Philadelphia leads. Foreman. They go to Mikan outside. He opened them up. Chamberlain the rebound. He had 33 in the last game, and that was against the 76ers. Addles, and can't have it. That'll be a foul on Schaefer. So Al Addles will shoot 2, and he hits 1. Addles again. I'm not sure. They're going to see if Chamberlain comes down and actually gets a big game. George Mikan is all over him. Foreman to Pollard, and he misses. Gola with the block. He went up, Gola with the block, and that'll be a foul. It's going to be Farron, and he's over the back. Philadelphia will bring it up. Here's Gola, no good, and Pollard will get the rebound here. They go to Foreman. 10-5 Philadelphia. Schaefer to Rogers. There's a steal. He's going to steal it. That's going to be Rogers. Al Addles. Rogers. An offensive, and that's going to be Rogers' first. 10-5 Philadelphia leads Minneapolis. Pollard no good, and here's Gola. Rebound, they're going to go to Addles. Addles over. They go to Arizin. Lays it in, no good. Rebound, Arizin. They bring it outside. They're going to set up. Chamberlain, no good. And he is fouled by George Mikan. Mikan his first foul. Mikan only with 2 points so far. Chamberlain will hit his 5th. And Chamberlain only 62%. Schaefer the rebound now. They go to Schaefer. Remember, Chamberlain's doing this against the zone defense. Farron scores. It'll be 11-7. They bring it down. They go into Wild, and the shot no good. He gets his own rebound. Chamberlain again will fire and score. It'll be 13-7. He plays the whole game. Schaefer, and they hit a 3. It's 13-10. They get it into Rogers. Philadelphia wins. They got a good cushion. Here's Arizin. And they get it back to Rogers. He's going to shoot a 3 for Philadelphia, and he misses, and it goes out of bounds. So right now, Mikan and Chamberlain still in. Chamberlain with 7, and Mikan nails it. Now that'll be fair in this 4th point. Mikan only has 2. They go to Goa, and Schaefer with the steal. They're going to bring it down. Here's Schaefer. It's going to be 3-on-1 now. They go Mikan. Mikan against Conlon. They'll give it to Schaefer. And the assist, no good. Rebound, Schaefer. It's going to be the same. He's going to put it back up, and he hits it. It's their 14-13. Schaefer with 5 points and out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia ball. Minneapolis by 1. They bring it in. Meshery. Meshry on the outside. Oh, there's somebody down right now, but they get it into Al Adels. Larice a three, and he can't have it. Rebound, Dwan. Dwan will get it to Schaefer. Mikan is in the game, and same with Chamberlain. They get it into Mikan, and he scores over Chamberlain, his 4th point. So Chamberlain was holding him down. Minneapolis, so 16-13. Here's Conlon. Over in Schaefer, and it's going to be out of bounds. Minneapolis 16, Philadelphia 13. Dwan to Mikan. Mikan to Dwan. And that's going to be a miss. Here's Jaros, a rebound offensively. On the wing. He's going to drive inside, and they score. It'll be 18-13. Conlon, and they'll get 2 back for Philadelphia. Cuts it to 3. 3-3 and fouls. There's Dwan, can't get it. George Mikan, his first rebound, believe it or not. Mikan will put it back over Chamberlain to 6 points. They get it into Meshry. He shoots and misses, and that's going to be a foul on Dwan. Meshry for 2, and Meshry will hit 1. Adels come in. Mikan is out of the game. So you know that they're going to go into Chamberlain now. 20-17. Here's Carlson. They'll go into Pollard. Carlson again. And they'll go against Chamberlain. The shot, and it's 1. And Will Chamberlain his first foul. Chamberlain usually plays all 48 minutes in a game. That's his first foul of the day. And Carlson nails it. Remember, you get 6. Larice will pass it in. They go to Al Adels. Over to Will Chamberlain, and he slams it in. It's his 9th point. 23-19. They go to Jaros. 9 points, 3 rebounds. Jaros will drive it in. He'll lay it in, and 1. Conlon with the foul. 25-19. Jaros, and he hits it. It's 26-19. Rogers. They go to the outside. Rogers. He fires, and Meshry. And he'll go, and that's going to be an offensive rebound. He'll drive it inside. No good. And here's Dwan, and it goes out of bounds. Rogers. Conlon. Rogers to Conlon. That's going to be a shot. No good. And they'll be out of bounds. Minneapolis ball. 26-19. Minneapolis leads Philadelphia. It's a 7-point lead. 3 minutes to go. They give to Jaros against Arizin. The shot is going to be no good, and that's going to be a foul on Arizin. Wow, the fouls have really kicked up. So Jaros will shoot 2, and he'll miss the first. So they come in again, 26-19. Only shooting 60% free throws, another shot, and it's 27-19. Here's Adels, Larice into Adels. Adels has it at the top. They go to Chamberlain. To Larice, to give and go against Mikan. Chamberlain will shoot and miss, and that's going to be a foul on Carlson, his first. Chamberlain will shoot a couple, 27-19. 27-20 right there at 2:51 here in the first. 27-21, they'll bring it down. Foreman. They'll take a look. They go to George Mikan against Chamberlain, and Mikan scores his 8. 11-8 in scoring with Chamberlain leading Mikan. And Larice is hurt a little bit. He's going out of bounds. But they're going to throw it in. 29-21. Rogers into Gola. Gola against Dwan, and that's going to be Mikan. He blocks it, but Larice gets it. Larice will have it. And he'll shoot from the far side. It's going to be out of bounds. Minneapolis will have it. 29-21. Foreman. They go out to Jaros. A 3 and a miss. Chamberlain his 4th rebound. They're going to bring it down. It's going to be 3-on-1. Larice, Rogers, and Arizin. Arizin now to Rogers. Rogers will lay it in, and it is 29-23. They go to Foreman. Foreman to Jaros. He'll fire it and score, and that's on Harrison, and it's an and one. 31-23. Jarrow Snow, and here's Gola. They're going to bring it down, 31-23. Rogers will have it. Both teams, well, I know Minneapolis is shooting really well. They go to Chamberlain, and he's in the lane a little too long. That's the reason why they widened it. Carlson into Foreman. They go Mikan to Dwan. Back to Mikan against Meshery. Mikan, and he'll shoot and they'll miss, and there's going to be a foul. Mikan for two. A lot of foul shooting early. It's 31-23. Mikan, and he'll hit one. His 9th point. Mikan again, the second shot, and it is good. 33-23. A race into Rogers. 1:20 to go. Rogers. They go to Chamberlain. Chamberlain, it's going to be blocked by Mikan and out of bounds. So Adels will come in. Rogers, and that's going to be a miss. And here's Mikan. He'll bring it all the way in. They go to Mikan on the outside. Fires and scores. His 12th point. That was a set shot, under a minute to go. They get it inside to Chamberlain. Chamberlain fires, no good. Meshery will have it. 35 seconds to go. Meshery, a long shot, no good. And Foreman will get the rebound. They're going to bring it up. They give it to Carlson. Carlson, 25 seconds to go. They go outside to Carlson. He'll fire, no good, and out of bounds. Minneapolis will probably shoot the last shot at 19 seconds. I mean Philadelphia, well, they're down by 12. Here's Gola. Fires, no good. And Chamberlain, and that's going to be the end of one. The end of the first quarter, it's Minneapolis 35, Philadelphia 23. We'll be back in a minute. Mikan and Chamberlain only missing 44 seconds in the game. And right now, Chamberlain not having a good one. It's 35-23. 35-23 now, as we're about ready to start the second quarter. A lot of fouls in that one. 8-5, 13 fouls in that first quarter. Harrison has two, Chamberlain has one, and Mikan has one. Mikan is winning 12-11 in points as we start off. So Minneapolis will take it. There's Pollard and Chamberlain. That's Gola with the block, actually. Actually, it says Chamberlain with the block. They bring it down. Chamberlain will get the rebound after the block. That's right. And that's going to be a shot, no good. And Farron with the foul is second. Well, Philadelphia is only hitting about 31%. They got to hit their foul shots. And Larace hits one. The second one for Larace, and it is good. 35-25. It's a 10-point game. Farron to Schaefer. Schaefer will have it. They go to Dwan. Dwan fires, no good, and out of bounds. 35-25, Minneapolis leads Philadelphia. And Philadelphia Rogers, it's into Chamberlain, and he'll slam it in. Chamberlain is 13th point, and it's Minneapolis by 8. Schaefer makes it 10 again. 37-27 is 7th. They'll go to Larace. An offensive foul. He tried to drive it and give it to Dan Chamberlain. And an offensive foul there. First minute of play. They go into Farron. Farron will drive. The lane is good. It's now 12. His 6th point. They go to Rogers. Rogers goes to Gola. Gola, he'll lay it in. Cut it to 10. It's 12 down to 10. They're playing the 2-1-2 zone. Schaefer and a Mikan. Mikan slams it in. He beats Chamberlain 14. Mikan 5 in a row, 14 points. Rogers will dish it into Gola. Gola will lay it in, and now both teams are really starting to shoot well. Schaefer and Rogers with the steal. And it'll be a 2-on-3. Rogers, they'll give it to Larice, and Larice will lay it in. It's now 41-33, an 8-point lead. Barron, they go to Mikan. He'll shoot and miss. Schaefer the offensive rebound. They go to Mikan and they score there at 16. 43-33. Harrison, the lay-in is good. Wow. Quickly it is. 43-35, Mikan. Pulls and misses. And Larice will go, and here's Larice now. He'll have it. Larice going into Chamberlain. Chamberlain pulls and misses. Pollard the rebound. Chamberlain having a very difficult time here. Farron, they go to Pollard. Pollard, a little lay-in, and it's good. It's 45-35. They might have to give Chamberlain a rest. Gola. They'll give to Will. They'll fire, no good. And here's Rogers. He'll give it to Larice. Larice, they're down by 10 now. Pulls and misses. And Dwan the rebound. Dwan to Farron. Farron will bring it up. Minneapolis by 10. Farron pulls and misses. Mikan the rebound. Mikan against Chamberlain outside. He scores. His 18th. Larice, no good. Well, Mikan is really playing tough. Here's Farron. Dwan Mikan is playing Chamberlain tough. Pollard, the lay-in is good. Wow, they're pulling all in towards Mikan. It's 49-35. Chamberlain. And no good, and he's fouled by Pollard. Here's Wilt now, will shoot 2, and he nails 1. 14 points for Will Chamberlain. He's got a hit from the line, and he does. That's 14 for Wilt. They'll bring it out. Here's Schaefer. Schaefer to Mikan over Chamberlain. His 20th point. 51-37. Harrison for 3 and a miss. Gardner with the rebound. They're going to bring it down. It's going to be 2-on-2 in the fast break. Schaefer. They give to Carlson. They'll bring it inside. No good. Carlson, and that's going to be a foul by Rogers. So they hit 1. Adels will be in for Larice. Carlson hits both. 53-37. They bring it into Rogers. Rogers looking into Chamberlain. Chamberlain, and a lay-in no good, and he's fouled by George Mikan. And that's Mikan's second. They got to be careful there. And Wilt will make 1. 16 for Wilt. They're down by 15 points. Wilt again nails it. It's 53-39. They go to Schaefer. Gardner. No good. They go to Chamberlain. It'll be 4-on-3. Adels. To Rogers, and the lay-in is good. 53-41. So here's Pollard. Pollard to Mikan. To Pollard. He shoots and hits it. 14 for Minneapolis, the lead there. A little more spread out than what we thought. Rogers no good, and Pollard will get it. Chamberlain is dying out there. He's not looking great. Schaefer again. They go to Farron, to Mikan. Mikan will put it in. No good. Adels, the rebound, is second. They bring it in. Adels outside to Rogers. And Harrison for 3. No. Gardner the rebound. 55-41. 5 minutes to go. Here's Farron. Farron will bring it down. They go to George Mikan, who scores his 22nd point. It's 16 for Minneapolis. They'll bring it down. Chamberlain to Adels. To Chamberlain again. He fires and misses. Mikan the rebound. So they're going to go to George Mikan. Mikan goes inside. It's 59-41. Harrison to Rogers, to Harrison, who fires and misses. Pollard to rebound. Mikan is having trouble. Gardner to Schaefer. And they'll bring it to Mikan, to Farron. Shot, score. It's 61-41. Minneapolis is just blowing them out right now. They go to Harrison, who fires no good, and here's Gola, and the foul is on Gola. Minneapolis will throw it in, up by 20. They go to Pollard, and a miss. And the rebound, Foreman, but they give to Carlson. Back to Foreman. Fires and nails it. It's a 22-point game. This is shocking, really is. McNeil and Lane to Chamberlain. Chamberlain will get his 6th rebound. Chamberlain again. Chamberlain will let it in. No good. He missed the dunk, and Pollard to rebound. They go to Foreman under 4 minutes. Chamberlain is hurting, really. Mikan no good. And here's Foreman. Foreman will take it. They go to Mikan. Mikan will score. 26 there. 3:15 to go. They're going to go all the way down, and it'll be hit out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia ball. 25. The lead for Minneapolis, 24 points. They go to Adles, to Meshery. Meshery fires, and they score. 65-43. Jaros to Foreman. Pollard for 3, and he misses, and it's out of bounds. Well, Philadelphia needs a few in a row. There's Rogers to Harrison. Harrison a 3, and he nails it. So that's going to be 19. It was as high as 24. Philadelphia has 5 in a row. It is 19. Foreman will lay it in, and it is 67-46. A 19-point lead now. Meshery and a miss. And Mikan, we're going to go the other way. Jaros fires, no good, and they go to Foreman. That's going to be out of play. Jaros will hit both. And let's see, they're going to nail one. That's 9 points. Mikan now, 26 points. And Jaros, though, goes again. Mikan is out under 2 minutes to go. Chamberlain is inside against somebody that's on Mikan. Adles to Harrison. They might give it to Chamberlain. Harrison fires. It's in. Harrison has 11. Nobody has 3 fouls. They bring it down. Here's Jaros again from the wing. He fires and misses. Chamberlain is 7th rebound. They're going to bring it up to Al Adles. Under a minute and a half to go. 69-48. It's a 21-point lead. Pollard with the block. They get back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain again. He's going to be inside. Out to Adles. And Carlson the block. Don with the rebound. 1. A minute to go. We go to midcourt. They go to Carlson. Carlson 54-8 to go. They go to Dwan. The lane is no good. Dwan with the rebound. It'll be his 4th. Dwan will have a long shot. No good. And Harrison. Harrison to Adles. Adles with 36 seconds. Goal, and that's going to be a block by Dwan. Foreman. And Minnesota will bring it up. They got to shoot it, then Philadelphia will get it for one last shot. So they'll bring it down, 23 seconds to go. And this thing got stuck. When it is stuck, this is what happens. I got to put it on people. I got to put it on human for the rest of the game. So we hit this basketball, and there it is. Oh, no. Oh, no. Crap. Play. Resume. Previous play. We'll go human and human. There it is. It's going to be 69-48. Carlson and the Foreman. He's going to shoot and score there. So they're going to have it. Battles to McNeil. They go to McNeil again. Harrison to McNeil. Back to Harrison. Harrison double dribbles. That's a 34-point game. So some subs coming in, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. The end of the third quarter, the score, Minneapolis is 72, Philadelphia 48. Minneapolis is owning this game. It's not even close. George Mikan is looking really good. Looking absolutely stellar. And when you take a look at the Philadelphia Warriors, you never know. You never know that the Warriors were the better team. They're getting crushed right now. As we go here, and we're going to be underway. Pollard. They give to Foreman. Foreman the rebound. And who gets it? Rogers the rebound. They're going to go to Addles. Addles will have it. They go to Rogers. We're going to go to options. We're going to go to setup. Call no plays. And view the computer plays. So Chamberlain, he goes in and he scores. 72-50. Schaefer to Pollard. Pollard, he'll put it in, and back and forth we go. Chamberlain is at 100%. They go back into Mikan. Chamberlain again, and he's fouled by Mikan. Well, if they're going to come back, they really got to get Chamberlain to go. And Chamberlain will shoot and miss it. Here comes Harrison. Harrison fires, no good, and it's going to be outside, rebounded by Harrison. They go to goal, and it's an offensive foul. So right now, that is what they need. They go into Pollard. Foreman now. Foreman lays it in. Harrison, no good, and that's going to be a foul. Harrison, his third. So here's a shot by Foreman, and he makes one. So here's the shot again, and it's going to be 76-52. Harrison, the shot no good. Here's Schaefer, and that's going to be the rebound. Schaefer again, he'll bring it up. They got Carlson. He'll go in, and he misses Gola, and he'll get the rebound. They want to go to Rogers. They'll put it down. Chamberlain, Rogers, and inside to Chamberlain, and it's intercepted by Carlson. Chamberlain, not the best pass in the world. 3-on-1, Carlson, and good. His 10th point. Chamberlain outside, can't get it. And Pollard, the rebound, they're going to bring it up. It's going to be 3-on-4. Foreman to Schaefer, and he double dribbled. So here they go, we're going to go. So they got Addles. Harrison shoots and no. Here's Mikan with the rebound. It's going to be 3-on-3. Mikan to Foreman, and that's going to be Chamberlain with the block. It's a 26-point game. Foreman will keep it. The lay-in is no good, and Foreman his own rebound. Puts it up again, no. Carlson. They get it around to Mikan, who finally scores and said, well, we got to do that. Rogers is injured right there. So Gola will inbound it to Chamberlain. He'll take a look. There's Mikan over to Pollard, and that's going to be a block. They're going to bring it in Mikan to Schaefer, and they'll bring it to the front court. They lead by 28. Foreman to Mikan. No good, and here's Al Addles. Addles the rebound. There's Rogers. And that's Golan, blocked by Pollard. Chamberlain will get his 10th rebound off the block. And Chamberlain puts it up, no good. Mikan the rebound to Schaefer. They're going to bring it down to Mikan. Mikan will score, and he's hit by Harrison. So, subs coming in for Philadelphia. The shot by Mikan is good. His 31st. And Conlon will put it in. So now it's 29. It was 31. So they're going to bring it in. It's going to be a sub here. That one was going to be out of bounds, and then all of a sudden people are coming into the game. It is just a garbage game. Chamberlain, and they cut it to 27. Mikan against Chamberlain, and he scores. Mikan is dominating this matchup, really. Him and his team, and it'll be Minneapolis ball. So some subs are going to bring it in. There's Mikan, and he puts it through, 87-56. Conlon, no good, and Rogers. They'll bring it out. Rogers will fire, no good, and here's Pollard. And they give to Carlson. They want to bring it in. Pollard, no good. Here's Gola. Gola, it's going to be 3-on-4. Here's Conlon. Conlon will drive it inside and score. 87-58. Carlson, no good. Conlon the rebound. They go to Rogers, and it'll be out of bounds. Well, I'll tell you what right now it is. What a game by Minneapolis. Chamberlain, and he scores. 87-60. Mikan, and that's going to be out of bounds. I mean, not much really. As we take a look to Chamberlain inside, no good. Al Addles will have it. They go out to Mercury. Gola. Mercury, and he'll fire, and that's going to be a foul by Pollard. I am shocked at the way Mercury will hit one, and Foreman will be in. I'm shocked at the way, really, that Minneapolis is blowing out Philadelphia. So they're going to throw it in. They go inside to Mikan against Chamberlain, a miss. Mercury the rebound. They go to Addles. Conlon. No good. Chamberlain the rebound. And that's going to be a foul on Farron. I mean, my goodness. They'll get it in Addles. They get it back to Chamberlain. Chamberlain will score, and it's now 23. They're doing a little bit. Pollard over to Mikan. They need to stop. And they do. It goes out of bounds. 87-64. Philadelphia will throw it in now. They need a few in a row. Chamberlain no good, and Mikan the rebound is 8. It's going to be 4-on-4. Foreman will drive inside and miss. Chamberlain the rebound. They're going to go to Addles. Addles has it. They give it back to Chamberlain against Mikan, and they score here. Look at this. It's 87-66, but Mikan on the other end. against Mercury. Here's Chamberlain inside, and he scores. And this is going one-on-one now. Pollard, and he scores. A lot of baskets here. Addles to Chamberlain against Mikan again. Chamberlain scores there. 91-70, a 21-point game. Don to Mikan, who scores over Chamberlain. My goodness. Chamberlain now, Mercury, and that one's hit out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia ball. 93-70. Chamberlain to Rogers, back to Chamberlain. Slam, and it's now 21, 93-72. Barron, a minute and a half to go. They got Pollard and Luckenbill at the block, and Mikan will grab it out of the air. And they go to Dwan on the other side. Dwan misses. Chamberlain is 13th rebound. It goes into Conlon. Conlon will bring it up. Chamberlain to Luckenbill, back to Chamberlain, and slams it and one. 20 points in a quarter for Will. This is shocking. Chamberlain now. He's gone off. And Chamberlain with a big free throw. He hits. 93-75. It's now 18. 38 for Chamberlain. Oh my, you're looking at this game. Here's Dwan. And a miss. Farron. Farron to the outside. They shift. Farron will drive. Another miss. Mercury will have it under a minute. And Rogers will give it to Luckenbill. Luckenbill, he traveled. Oh, that was terrible. That was bad. I mean, Philadelphia did not need that. Oh, a shot clock violation as they hold it with 9 seconds to go. So Philadelphia can cut it down here. They go. Chamberlain, and no good. And that'll be the end of the third. At the end of the third quarter, it's Minneapolis 93, Philadelphia 75, but Philadelphia seems to be coming back. I don't know what to call it, but a 93-75. I'm calling this game still teetering. And now that is big. It is still teetering. As we go, we're about ready to go for the fourth quarter. Very much so teetering. As Chamberlain now really quickly, some of the scores. LA over Boston, big. Cleveland losing to LA, that's big. San Antonio looking good there. Houston and Boston, fourth quarter there. Portland all over Milwaukee. Portland's not bad, but they're so up and down. Utah beating Chicago. That was the half. Boston beating Philadelphia. Portland beating Philadelphia there in the third. Milwaukee and 77 Washington in the third. In the third there, LA already has 70. Boston, the Derby there, 61's beating 67, but nothing big there. Dallas all over Miami. What a third quarter there. What a game there. Phoenix beating Boston. Philadelphia down by 5 to Cleveland, who all of a sudden is playing very well. Boston beating Chicago. LA beating Orlando. Boston beating Washington. LA is winning theirs. Syracuse, San Francisco has Rick Barry. 16 at the half. Minneapolis in the third quarter. Mikan there is 24, the 49. Boston beating Philadelphia. Utah beating Milwaukee a little bit to begin the fourth, in Sacramento beating 80 Philadelphia. Boy, Sacramento, what a disappointment. They're 3-8. We begin the fourth quarter, and here it is. Conlon to Rogers. And here's Conlon, the shot, he scores. So it's going to be 93-77 at 16, and Minneapolis will get the ball. 16 back. I mean, my goodness. Now all of a sudden it is tough. So they're going to go outside. Mikan to Dwan, back to Mikan. Oh, and it's a shot clock violation here. Oh, look at this. They're holding the ball a little too long. They're going to bring it into Rogers to Arizin. A three, no, and Mikan the rebound. And Mikan has a double-double. It's 16 now, Carlson. And that's going to be a travel. Oh, look at this. Well, what is Chamberlain going to do? There's Gola, a miss. But Chamberlain gets his 14th rebound. Chamberlain, no good, and Mikan will get that. Actually, Dwan will. They get it in, Dwan to Mikan, and Colin the steal. It's 16 to lead. They're going to bring it down. It's going to be 4-on-4. Rogers again. Rogers to Arizin. Arizin will put it up. The lay-in is good. It's 93-79. Barron shoots, and it's going to be a miss. And a foul there. Arizin is fifth. Oh, look at this. It's down to 14. So here's the first, and Farron nails it. His 9th point. Farron again, and he misses, and here's Chamberlain. To Collins, 94-79. They go to Collins. Collins again, the shot no good. Here's Chamberlain. He'll get the rebound. Chamberlain blocked by Mikan. It's 15, and now they're going to bring it. Wait, Chamberlain will get it, though. Again, it's now 13, 94-81. And Carson, the offensive foul, is third. Oh, here comes Philadelphia. This is an incredible comeback. If they would have had this, the game was a bore, but this is incredible. Rogers for three. And a miss. Colin the rebound. And he's going to bring it out. They get it into Chamberlain against Farron. The shot, he scores. And that's now down to 11. Dwan now. Dwan will have a 9:20 to go. They go to Schaefer. The shot, no good. It's going to be rebound by Meshery. Meshery, they get it to Rogers. All the way down. Here's Wilt. Wilt goes in, and that's going to be a score. It's down by 9. It's an incredible game so far. Carlson, he misses. Here's Wilt's 19th rebound. They bring it to Rogers. Rogers over Gola. Gola has it on the outside, and that'll be a little bit of an injury. 15 on the shot clock, so that won't reset. And Conlon will be out. He's going to stay in, actually. Unbelievable. Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain had a 59. He has 44 points, 19 rebounds. 8.5 to go. Chamberlain with 2 fouls. And this is the point. He is really trying hard. Rogers, no good. And Pollard gets a double-double there. They're going to go to Carlson. They're going to hold it. Here's Dwan. Dwan out to Schaefer. Schaefer, and that's going to be, what is that? It's going to be a backcourt violation. Philadelphia down by 9. 8 minutes to go. They get it into Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain fires, no good. And he is fouled. George Mikan, the 4th foul. It's now 9. Wilt Chamberlain, he's 8 for 10 today from the line. His first free throw, he nails it. It's now down to 8. I don't think I've ever seen a comeback like this. I really don't. All these games I've seen, I've never seen anything like this. They were down 31. The next free throw, and it's good. It's going to be a 7-point game. 8 minutes to go. This game, if you're just turning it on, you think that this is just a normal game. They go to Pollard. Pollard scores, and it's now a 9-point game. So they go Luckenbill. Schaefer with the steal on that pass. They're going to go down the other way. They give it to Carlson. Carlson to Pollard. He shoots and scores to the outside. 98-87. Chamberlain to Luckenbill. They go back to Chamberlain. They go to Larisi. The Chamberlain fires, no good, and out of bounds. Minneapolis will get the ball. Oh my. Oh my, I don't think I've seen this, but now it's a 9-point lead. They're going to use some clock. Carlson drives and scores. It's down 13. It's looking bleak for Philadelphia. Meshery to Chamberlain. He'll score. It's down to 11. 48 points. They go to Carlson on the side. Luis the steal. They're going to go down 100-89. Meshery will bring it in. They go inside to Chamberlain again, and a miss. They go out. Chamberlain is dying out here. Luis, the shot, he scores. 100-91, 6 minutes to go. Foreman to Mikan. Mikan, and he scores. They're trying to keep that balance here. 102-91, and the race holds. They can't get off a shot. Oh my. Minneapolis 102-91. They bring it in, and Gardner gets hurt. He's got to go out of the game, and they look at it. So they bring it in. They go to Carlson. To Foreman. Foreman again drives, and it's good. 104-91. The defense is hurting. Philadelphia. Rogers to Adles. Now Adles, and he nails it. 104-93. 5 minutes to go. They go to Mikan. Gardner, and that's going to be blocked by Gola. Harrison has it. 104-93. They're going to bring it down. Here's Rogers. Rogers to Chamberlain. He scores. 104-95. It's a 9-point lead. Mikan to Gardner. They're going across the court. They give it to Mikan. The shot, no good. Here's Adles, the rebound. Adles will bring it up. About 4 minutes to go. They're trying to use clock. Harrison to Rogers. Here's Harrison. He fires. It's good. 104-97. It's not over yet. And there's going to be an injury. It is not over yet. And they're going to bring it in. Mikan to Foreman. Foreman over to Mikan. Going to go to Gardner. Gola. It's out of bounds. Philadelphia's ball. 104-97. Philadelphia will have the ball. They're down by 7. There's plenty of time to go. They bring it into Harrison. The shot, and it's now 5. 104-99. They were down by 31. It's now 9. Pollard, and he'll make it 7 again. 3:15 to go. Chamberlain to Gola. And they get it inside. Well, they'll drive it in, and they'll slam it in there. 106-101. Pollard. He'll fire and score. Pollard has been key late. And they get it outside. Rogers now shoots and scores. 108-103. 2.5 to go. They give it back to Mikan. Mikan again. They give it to Pollard, who's been red hot, but he misses. Chamberlain's 20th rebound. They give it to Rogers. They got to get it down the floor. Rogers against Foreman. He shoots now, and Mikan's 11th rebound. And they bring it to Schaefer. They got a hold. 108-103. They go into Mikan. Mikan, he misses. Chamberlain the rebound. 108-103. They go to Rogers under 2 minutes. Here's Harrison. Here we go. Set up. And Harrison, the shot, he scores. 108-105, a minute 51 to go. They bring it into Mikan. Mikan again. Mikan will shoot, no good. And that's going to be a foul on Will. 108-105. There's one for Mikan. 42nd point for him. Got again, and Mikan got it 110-105. They're going to bring it in. They go to Gola. Gola, Philadelphia by 5. Gola, the shot, no good. Foreman the rebound. 110-105. They bring it up. Foreman to Schaefer. Schaefer. They go to the outside. A 3. Got it! That'll do it. That one will do it. Harrison now. And Harrison will fire, and that's going to be good. 103-117, 113-107. They go, and it's to the outside. Schaefer, no good, and it's out of bounds. Philadelphia will have it. And they're going to bring it in. They get it in there. It's in 38 seconds. They score. 113-109. And they're going to have to foul. They're going to go over Mikan, and Chamberlain is fourth. 113-109. Mikan, and he'll make one. And Mikan again, and he'll make a second. Minneapolis by 6. They got to shoot a 3 here. Gola will score. 115-111. And they'll bring it up, and they're going to foul here, Mikan, and that won't be it. They're just going to let it run down, and that's it. Minneapolis 115, Philadelphia 111. Wow, did they come back in that fourth quarter. They were down by as much as 31. And they end up 115-111. Chamberlain played every minute of the game. He had 54 points, 52 points. George Mikan had a slightly better game. He had 45. He played most of the game. 45 with 11 rebounds. Chamberlain got tired at the end, and he didn't get it, and that was it. 115-111. That was a fun one. When you take a look, now we're going to take a look at all the games that were played, and where is it? There we go, Orlando is now 6-5. They beat San Antonio 91-82. Dallas, a big win there. They're nearing 500. A big fourth quarter. They won by 6. LA 119-108. And they have it there, 119-108. LA is now 7-5. Philadelphia 115-107 over Houston. Houston trying to vie for a playoff spot. Boston 94-78 over Chicago. Chicago a very disappointing year. Boston still disappointing, trying to get it 83-84 Boston. But 84-85 beat LA 101-88. They led big, then let them back into the game. LA is at 500 at 104-94. Big there, and Washington beat Philadelphia by 4. So 77 Washington is there. Milwaukee 118-116 as 71 LA loses. 73 Milwaukee wins by 2. What a good game there. Philadelphia beats San Francisco, and San Francisco, well, Rick Barry at 33. Al Greer with a score of 31. He had 35 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. And Al Greer looked good. They won though 130-121. 103-100. Boston 67 beat 65. They're approaching 500. Syracuse is 500. They like to score a lot. They beat them in the derby. The winner was going to 500. Boston by 1 over Sacramento. Sacramento is now 3-8. Ray Allen, the free throw. Wait a second. Wait. Ah, wrong day. There we go. Let's do it again. It's like 3-8. Wait a second. Boston of 08 is 500. They beat Sacramento 110-88. No drama there. Sacramento very disappointing. Cleveland blew out LA. Cleveland approaching 500. LA beat Orlando. Orlando drops to 500. LA at 99 is now 5-7. Milwaukee beat Cleveland. A big third quarter. And 85 Milwaukee is now 5-6. Oh, remember when they were winless? They're incredible now. Orlando getting hot against Philadelphia, 111-76. Portland, 113-101 over Chicago. The battle for 500. And Portland wins by 12. Boston beats the other Portland, 114-103. 68 Boston looking good. Philadelphia 103-80 over Washington. Milwaukee goes to 7-4, 124-103 over Philadelphia. Minneapolis 125-119. They go to 9-4. They're a tough team. Look at Boston 147-133. 1956 Boston looking very good there. I'm looking 38 was the high score there. Philadelphia in a game that you saw. What? Oh, I picked the wrong day. Now what in the world? There, December the 8th. Oh my God. Let's try this all over again. Oh my. How many times do we got to start? Seriously. And don't worry here, we're going to be all right. Boston 102-98, they're 10-3, 84-85, looking good. Portland is now above 500, 122-97, they're looking good. They beat a hot Milwaukee team. Utah goes to 9-5, they beat Chicago 114-109. Boston in overtime 116-110 over Philadelphia. Philadelphia 118-113. Philadelphia is now 6-7. 116-109. Milwaukee leading Washington. Beating Washington there. Milwaukee is 8-4. LA is 7-7. Boston is 7-6. As Boston wins by 2 late. They won. They got it inside, but they fouled him at the end, 129-127. Boston 115-101, 61. Boston is now 10-3. The game that you saw, Minneapolis is now 10-4. Philadelphia now 10-3. That game, that division heightens up. Dallas 109-99. They beat Miami. They're 7-6. A big win for Dallas. They're over 500. Phoenix beats Boston 131-106. Big win for Phoenix. They're a very fast up and down team. Look at 91 Cleveland beating Philadelphia. Philadelphia is now 9-5. They win 98-92. Boston of 83-84. They go to 500 now. Winners of 2 in a row, 117-104. LA beat Orlando. Orlando falls to 7-6. The Lakers showtime trying to bring it up. Boston, what a team they are. They're 10-4. They beat Washington 110-96. In the Derby, 71 beat 68. 71 is now 11-2. San Francisco, the Warriors, they beat Syracuse. Rick Barry is the MVP. Rick Barry, 39 points in that game. 39 points, 16 rebounds. Minneapolis beat Syracuse 116-109. So Minneapolis 5-9, Syracuse 7-7. Philadelphia 123-112 over Boston. Philadelphia is now 500. Milwaukee 104 and Utah 92. Milwaukee is now 9-5. And Sacramento, a big win as they're trying to salvage their season. They beat Philadelphia 109-101. You can always slow down to get the stuff there. Now taking a look really quickly, the standings. Phoenix 1, Miami 2, Utah 3, LA 4. Dallas has a game in hand that they got to play, and they're going to see if they can tie that up. And the second one, Boston is 1, Philadelphia, Utah, Orlando. Portland of 1990 is tied with them. And the third one, Boston, LA, Boston, and Milwaukee. Where 73 Milwaukee is back. And then fourth one, Boston, Philadelphia, Minneapolis. And then Boston, they have a game in hand. Philadelphia, LA, and Syracuse are underneath. One Minneapolis is good. The other Minneapolis is 5-9. Taking a look finally at tomorrow. Well, the next game, as it'll go and reset. You see Will Chamberlain is scoring later at 47. We'll see that in a second. Actually, the laters, you see Chamberlain there at 47 a game. Mikan comes up. Scoring, well, Chamberlain is good there. Defense blocks, Chamberlain is number 1. But Gortat is better at every 48 minutes played. You see the high rebounder is Chamberlain all over the place there. Shooting wise, 3-point percentage. House, Eddie House, Wedman, Bird, Porter, and Tony. Larry Bird is actually at 593. And double-double Mikan, triple-doubles Magic with 3, and Chamberlain for Philadelphia with 3. MVP is Mikan, then Chamberlain. And the special right now, it is what it is. Taking a look at tomorrow. Yeah, it was a little bit, 104, we'll have that. Looking at tomorrow's games, Orlando and Boston, Boston and Phoenix. I think we're going college tomorrow. Cleveland and LA, Milwaukee and Houston, Boston, Orlando. I'm trying to look at a good matchup. A lot of ones that are just away and close and to the middle. 7-7 versus like 7-7. 8-6 versus 6-8. Boston playing Syracuse. A lot of that going on. Utah and Dallas should be a good one. Philadelphia and LA should be good. Phoenix and Boston should be a good one. And Cleveland trying to win again. 09 Cleveland to get closer to 500. All right, that's going to be it for us today. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.